What's such about following the reaction? And in today's video, we have Ronaldo was right about Garnacho, but nobody listened. Ronaldo was what he said about Garnacho. That he BJ? What that stand for? Booty Jews? What Garnacho trash? Ronaldo, what he said about Garnacho?
Garnacho is the perfect example of everything Cristiano Ronaldo described before leaving Manchester United.
You listen from one side and
Well, he ain't on Manchester United. He play for Chelsea now. Wait, well, he play for Chelsea now. I think he. Where's Sean in the fucking video? Let's just look it up. Spelled that nigga name wrong. Yeah, yeah, that boy do play for Chelsea. Yeah, he's showing it in the. Damn, only 1 goal and 4 assists in 19 matches. PU. PU, that boy. Boy, that's some smelly
they go away
garbage.
from another side.
In the next
What,
18
garbage?
months, that same player managed to become a Manchester United starter and the most hated face the club has ever seen.
Don't surprise me, but in the same way, it's a little bit shame.
This is not a story about a player who was bad. This is a story about a player who was rewarded for the best goal of the year. It all starts in 2022. Garnacho literally forces his way into the United first team purely because he was that good. At that time, Marcus Rashford was playing the worst football of his career. 25 games, only 4 goals and 2 assists. That is why
Marcus Rashford, boy.
Garnacho was a true breath of fresh air. Ralph Rangnick gave him his first minutes, and the potential.
We're gonna see Marcus Rashford and Garnacho in his Ballers League. That's what I'm watching right now. Watching Speed Baller League. Speed United versus Glitch FC. That's what we're gonna see Garnacho and Marcus Rashford at the Baller
in him
League.
from the start. Unpredictable.
We gonna see them niggas in the Kings League, bro, in about 3 years.
Raw speed on the left wing, no system, and no
Damn, that boy tore that boy ACL with a cross. With a crossover.
Exactly the type of player that modern football is increasingly missing. The first problems appeared immediately when Ten Hag took over the club. He isolated Garnacho.
Where is Eric Ten Hag even at, bro? Where is he at now? Ten Hag out. Where that boy at? Technical director of 12. What? He is the technical director. What do that mean? What 5? The technical director. The coach? That nigga gonna own the club? So what do that mean? Technical director. Hey, bro, whatever.
And he was right to do so. Garnacho had repeatedly arrived late to summer preseason training. Because of that, he was left without a single minute in the friendly matches.
He apologized for it.
As soon as the lesson was learned, Ten Hag led him on the pitch. His United lived on transitions and direct play, where Garnacho fit perfectly. His first goal was every teenager's dream, assisted by his idol. That is when his humbler side was visible. Garnacho asked Ronaldo to perform his celebration.
Alejandro Garnacho, how good was he?
We expect a lot from him.
In the Premier League, Ten Hag started using him more and more as a super sub. The turning point happened just 10 days after his first goal. Garnacho enters from the bench at 1-1 and scores the winning goal in the 93rd minute. That was when Ten Hag realized Garnacho is no longer just a talent, he is a match winner. He finished his first full season with only 5 goals. That doesn't seem impressive for an attacker, but out of those, 3 were in the Premier League. Against Fulham in the 93rd minute, against Leeds in the 85th minute, and against Wolves in the 94th minute. You can notice that these goals came under extreme pressure in the final minutes, deciding the matches.
Yeah,
and
like
then
he was hooping for a while. Like,
came November 2023.
and all those was crazy goals. Like, I see where he shot them goals from.
Everton at Goodison Park. The ball drops, Garnacho turns, and executes a bicycle kick that is seen once in a decade. The FIFA Puskas Award for 2024.
Garnacho or Rooney?
Garnacho.
His form did not drop immediately after that goal. He finished the season with 10 goals, which is not a bad stat when we consider United's 8th place finish. The Theater of Dreams gave him the greatest possible.
He must not be getting playing time at Chelsea. Do got like he a winger, right? They got a lot of wingers. I gonna like Estavo. Yeah, it's probably mad niggas started. Cole Palmer, but I think he the striker. I don't
The
know.
Stretford end took the sacred song Viva Ronaldo and changed it to
Chelsea a stacked team, but boy, they trash. Boy, my PSG just knocked them out. PSG, my team, bro.
Viva Garnacho. Just the name itself, Alejandro Garnacho, started causing excitement at the mere pronunciation, and there was the trap.
This is the bigger mistakes of the players. They think they know everything and they don't learn more.
That is why the comparison with Ronaldo is crucial here. It shows the difference between a real and a fake ego. Cristiano Ronaldo wins his first Ballon d'Or at Old Trafford, the ultimate peak for a football player, much more valuable than the Puskás Award. Moreover, he was the first player to win the Puskás Award immediately after the Ballon d'Or. But for Ronaldo, there is no rest. His ego pushed him to work twice as hard. On the other hand, Garnacho received only a fraction of that glory and started living on it. And that came at a cost, because a bicycle kick against Everton is
Yeah, I get what you're saying. The nigga just don't work hard enough. You know what I'm saying? He could have a revival though, but I don't know. He might have to lead a prem. Like he might have to go to like Serie A, some La Liga, Bundesliga.
not enough to secure an untouchable status. Everything came due
Like what's a player that's having a revival right now? Scott McTominay, and he playing good at Napoli. You know what I'm saying?
after Ten Hag. Ruben Amorim landed at Old Trafford, bringing the system from Sporting, where
Yeah,
players
he probably just need to lead a prem because the prem is it's the hardest league, but you know what I'm saying?
must adapt. In that system, Garnacho
But the La Liga teams knocking all the La Liga knocking out all the prem teams.
Garnacho's bicycle kick meant nothing, and that was a blow to his ego. He was left without the freedom he had under Ten Hag. Without work ethic and through disobedience, Garnacho slowly began to feel the bench. He was not invisible. By nature, he is incredible at finding space, but his finishing became a problem. While under Ten Hag, he could miss 3 chances and become man of the match from the fourth. Amorim's game was based on a small number of high
I had it's a nigga on my PSG team that's like that, but he finally getting his finishing better. Bradley Barcola. Everybody be saying, bro, Bradley Barcola get that finishing right. That nigga be a demon, and his finishing is starting to get right.
quality chances, but he didn't earn the bench because
And before niggas say you a bandwagon PSG fan, try again. I've been a PSG fan since 2021. Try again.
of missed chances. He earned the bench because United started being defensively vulnerable with him. Statistics showed that United was receiving more attacks down his side.
Like
He
I've been a PSG fan since Verratti. Like
became the weak point of the system, but that's
shout out, man. What happened to Verratti, bro? Verratti was one of the best midfielders in the world at one point, bro.
still hadn't ruined his career. December 2024, and the match against Plzen is much more important. Garnacho is waiting to enter the game, and Amorim gives him instructions, and Garnacho just turned around. Because of such disrespect, he was kicked out of the team for the Manchester derby.
They have to fight for the place in the team.
The story didn't stop there.
Yeah,
Bruno
I became a PSG fan once I seen Messi, Neymar, and Mbappe on the same team. And you know, Americans, but that's the 3 players everybody know. And Ronaldo, niggas was like Messi, Neymar, and Mbappe on the same team. What? Is they winning championships? Is they the best team in the world? Niggas like, no, they choking in the Champions League. I'm like, oh, like,
Fernandez,
like I had a friend in my school that told me about PSG. Like, he was a PSG fan.
Casemiro, and Harry Maguire sat down with him and gave him a friendly piece of advice. Stop thinking only about
And I've been a
yourself.
fan of that
Lower
since
your
then. I watched Champions League games from 2021, watching us get eliminated. Like, I've been a fan.
ego.
Where do you
Real Madrid dogging us, bro, in that second league.
see the promise in the squad? Like, you look at their squad now, you look at Garnacho.
They don't depend only of the talent. It's more than that.
Ronaldo's words here become clearer than ever, and when the Europa League final arrived, Amorim brings him on in the 71st minute instead of Mason Mount. It was one of the most important matches in the club's modern era for United, and they lost. Did he deserve to start then? If you ask his ego, yes, but in the semi-final itself, he missed a clear sitter. At the press conference after the game, Garnacho says, "I played every game, and today I get 20 minutes."
He cares more about his own individual success than he does about the team.
Amorim did not cross him out of the team discreetly in the office. Instead, at a team meeting in front of the entire dressing room, he told him directly, "You better pray you find a club that will sign you." Meanwhile, there were serious accusations that confidential information was leaking from the Manchester United dressing room directly to Twitter accounts.
Is that Hodge nigga playing good? Don't he play in Serie A? He's still at United. Let's see. Hodgland. Let's see. Rasmus Hansen. Yeah, but playing that for 2 matches, 1 goal. He hurt or something? There's a couple players that left. Let's see. Like, see, they gonna talk about NFL, bro. Like, you know, I'm American, so these niggas, when you say football, they think NFL, bro. Niggas gonna put Jesse Lingard. Yeah, this nigga playing the South Korea League. Jack Grealish. What is Jack? Yeah, where is Jack Grealish? Everybody talked about how Manchester City ruined him and turned him into a robotic winger. I'm talking about right now, like who players who, yeah, let's see. Players who revived their career like 20, 25, 26. Oh, Grealish at Everton.
Football is full of second chances, and this season, 9 players grabbed theirs and transformed their careers completely. Let's look at the biggest comebacks of the year. Last season, Robert Sanchez's stock fell so dramatically that even Brighton fans wanted him gone. He lost his starting spot. He was criticized for poor shot stopping, sloppy distribution, and shaky aerial presence. After all, the goalkeepers that
Never really talking about nothing.
By him and his brother. The goal was to sabotage their own club, but why? His brother was already telling the fans that Garnacho would take Ronaldo's number 7, but that number went to Mason Mount. Just another blow to his ego. The fans stopped saying his name. They only called him Subject 49.
Manchester United have a good players, but they don't have the mind what is Manchester United is.
An erasure from club history that has practically never been seen in modern football. However much Anthony was a flop, he never sabotaged the club nor humiliated.
Anthony having to come back though, right? I'm doing all this Googling, it going off the video. Yeah, I'm dragging it. I don't care. Anthony. Where he at? Yeah, Real Batiste, 7 goals, 5 assists in 23 matches. But this picture fried me. Why did this nigga do this? But that picture fried me, gang. Some niggas, I don't know. Some niggas just need to go to new teams, bro. Some niggas need to go to new teams, bro. I ain't gonna lie, that's kind of, I don't know. I don't know what's good in soccer stats. Like 7 goals in 23 matches. I don't know. I don't know if that's trash or good.
The coach in the middle of a game.
Alejandro Garnacho leaving Manchester United this summer.
At the very end of the transfer window, he manages to sign for Chelsea for $45 million. Everyone thought this would be a reset. Enzo Maresca explained how Garnacho arrived at Stamford Bridge in poor form after isolation in Manchester, which was somewhat of an excuse for his weak start at Chelsea. Maresca believed in him, even though he had competition on the left wing, the fast and explosive Jamie Gittin. Any coach would have pushed him to the forefront, but Maresca.
But a Prem 2 physical. But the reason why my PSG is so dominant, bro, is because we play in such a trash league. We couldn't rest our players like, bro, last year, bro, when we won the league, we was like 20 point 15, 10 points up. We rested everybody. And that's why we was just dominating Champions League, bro. And we really we don't care about how many goals we concede. We're just trying to outscore you. And I feel like Barcelona play the same way. And Liverpool, we see y'all again. We playing Liverpool again, I'm pretty sure. That's what we play
Mariska more
Liverpool
often
again.
chose Garnacho. He
We're
gave him
gonna see how
opportunities
Liverpool.
and time to show himself. By January 1st, 2026, when Mariska got fired due to poor results, Garnacho had played 17 games in the Premier League and scored only 1 goal. He didn't use the departure from Amorim's cage to prove United wrong, like Rashford did.
I want that back to back, bro. Like PSG, my only good team, bro. My Saints, we rebuild and we getting up. My Pelicans trash. LSU, they're gonna have to show me some. Look like we can win the national championship next year. But my PSG, I want that 2-peat, bro. Back to back. I need that 2-peat on, bro.
After a short period at Aston Villa, Rashford moved to Barcelona,
We're
where under
going
Hansi
back to
Flick,
back.
he currently has 10
Mhm.
goals and 13
Back to back.
assists.
I need that
Maresca
back
is
to back. I
succeeded by
want it.
Liam Rosenior,
I feel he's in a good place. Here at Ali's in a great place.
a coach who demands iron discipline.
I'm just scared of Madrid, bro. Like Madrid just got that DNA. I got Madrid beating Bayern Munich. Niggas talking some Bayern Munich going no, bro. I got Real Madrid beating. But like the Champions League is Real Madrid, bro. Like they just different in the Champions League, bro. This state competition, bro. I don't know,
Because
bro.
Chelsea had a huge problem with red cards this season. What is
But
more
I want that
important,
back
under
to
the
back,
new
bro.
coach,
I'm
Garnacho
telling you.
barely exists. He is nailed to the bench. Rosenior explained that he is testing him this way. He left him on the bench to see if his head will drop again, or if he will start training. Things become even harder when we look at Rosenior's system. It is focused on absolute dominance in the midfield. Because of this, Chelsea now often plays with only one classic winger, and this directly affects Garnacho's minutes. Garnacho was not justifying his 45 million transfer. He became more of an insurmountable financial burden with a 7-year contract. Kabi Mainu makes the key difference here. Under the same coach, he had problems just like Garnacho. The system was changed.
They still saying free Mano.
Amorim does not play with 2 holding midfielders, and Bruno Fernandes was in Mainu's position. Football-wise, an impossible mission to take a starting
Bruno Fernandes, bro. He's still at man. He's still good. He's a very inconsistent player though.
spot. He found himself in a massive crisis with Minute. He almost went on loan.
Part of a career is a few ups and downs, and sometimes it goes in different trajectories, but I think we've seen last week what Kobe can bring.
But everything in his career changes 180 degrees when Michael Carrick took over the club. Carrick gives every player what they need. He doesn't arrive with his rigid system, but adapts to each individual player and looks to extract the maximum from everyone.
Man, United could have actually been good if them Saudis took over. But when is Newcastle is owned by the Saudis? When is Newcastle just gonna drop the bag and start spending money? Manchester City did it. Like Newcastle, just start spurging, bro. Like just try to get Mbappe, Vinny Jr. Like just start throwing $300 million contracts at niggas, 200. Like when they gonna just start splashing,
And
bro?
here comes the big what if.
Everybody be doing that on FIFA, on FC. I gave Newcastle $1 billion.
What would have happened if
You see,
Garnacho had managed to
S2G be
tame
doing
his
that.
ego? Maybe the transfer to Chelsea would never have even happened. Even though it is not too late for a new beginning, he is still only 21 years old. Chelsea destroyed Aston Villa, and even though they conceded a goal first,
Man, he 21, yeah, bro.
what is more important, Garnacho used his start. He finished the game with a high rating and 1 assist. And even if he manages to get his career back on track, one thing remains clear. With his ego, he tarnished his own reputation. He got a kicking out of the club that gave him his first minutes. His first career goal came with an assist from his idol, an idol whom he completely misunderstood. Ronaldo never said Garnacho's name, but he didn't have to, because everything Ronaldo ever told young players describes exactly what happened to Garnacho. Garnacho became the greatest proof that Ronaldo was right.
So basically, he was just saying, bro, not no hard worker. You know what I'm saying? He had that one crazy goal, and he felt like he was on top of the world, I guess. But Mitchell comes to
Well,
shot and all
guys,
this.